Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your sewing machine man. We're looking at a Brother XR1355. The reason we're looking at it, it came in because it wouldn't sew. That's why they usually bring them to me. They won't sew. This one needed the needle bar height set. Needle bar height is, of course, there's a set screw back in there. It's a 1.5 millimeter Allen wrench. And the reason I don't really like these is because on a Kenmore or Singer, so many machines of the good old days, you open a door, said it takes probably 30 seconds to set the needle bar height on any of the classic old machines. This one is a different story. It's kind of a act of Congress to try to get it. But I had a customer, not a customer, but a subscriber the other day. She goes, "You showed us the machine all taken apart, but you didn't show us how you got it apart." Well, that's a good question, because let me unplug this thing here so we can show you how we got it apart. This over here has one screw in the back that takes it off. One screw comes right into there, right through there. All right, that takes that off. Now, foot control are all this here comes apart, blah, blah, blah. This comes out with two screws there. Of course, then you want to go to the back, and that's where it gets fun, because to get access to in here where it's hung up, you have to go back here. You can see I already have these screws out, getting ready to open this up. How many do we have? Well, good Lord, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. That one you already took out. 5, 6, 7 hiding back there, 8, and up here on the top, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, little hider, 8, 9. That's to get this loose, to get the front off, because I showed you this last one that had the spun bearing right here to get access to that. Now these machines, another reason I don't like them, they have no frame whatsoever. It's just plastic connected to plastic, and everything kind of holds it together. You know, it's kind of a mess. But these are not expensive machines, and bless their little hearts, you don't challenge them on anything, because they're just very light duty. And if you just sew on light stuff and don't challenge them on any kind of a thickness, you'll be okay. That's how you set the needle bar height right there. That screw right there, that little screw, is a 1.5. Let's put that little guy in there. Boom. Loosen it. The needle bar go up, down, left, right. And while you're in there, you can oil all the bearings and what have you. Oh boy. So, she asked, how do I get it apart? 9 bolts in the back. Now there's also 4 in the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. That holds this on. All right. Get this little guy down here on the bottom. Holds this on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that off, because everything's connected together on these things, and they're absolute joy to get apart. And when I say they're a joy, joy is the code word for nightmare. Just take the word nightmare and substitute that for they're such a joy to work on. And this one has a foot control that had been like underwater or something. It was really in bad shape. So fortunately, these machines have the stop-start button on them, so you can order a foot control, and while you're waiting for it to come in, you can get your sewing done by just hitting your stop-start button over the foot, E1, and away you go. Okay? So we got a needle bar height set, got the timing set, got it all ready to go. We're going to put it back together, get it back to the customer. She'll be fine. But just so you know, the lady who wanted to know how do you get this apart, get your screwdriver out and don't overlook any of the screws. All right? Brother XR1355. There's a bunch of these. Little Brother, what do they got? Project Runway, into this, and the Disney, into that, into this. The plastic ones, the screen. And when you do something wrong, like try to sew with the press your foot down, it'll do something like that. No. What did I try to do here? Bing, bang, bong. It'll give you a code. Anyhow, E1, E3, when you want it to, it won't. When you won't, it will. So, Brother XR1355, not my favorite. It's a pain. Thanks.